Hi, welcome. This is the energy for today, February 7th. I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is the energy for today, February 7th? What does the viewer need to see and hear for today? So, first one out is blessings. The next one is talent. Let's see here. What else, please? What else? Okay, and then protection and happiness. Trust came out as well. So maybe you're not trusting a situation, maybe something that calls for having belief or something. But I do see towards then you're going towards happiness. Whatever you're doing, make sure that you feel like you're protected and that you're in the right place at the right time. Maybe the talent, you're discovering new things about yourself, creative things, whether this is in business, family, or just within yourself. And then the blessings, definitely. Just stay with that centered mind and really receive things. Maybe you're learning to receive, okay, because of the truth here. Maybe some kind of truth is happening. I thought it said trust, but it's truth. So finding your truth, maybe someone else finding their truth. It's a big window, I feel, with the truth. At the bottom is grieving. So maybe letting go of grieving situations, things that maybe you've held on to or something like that. Okay. So let's see what these mean for you guys today. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe and healthy. Let's see. I always appreciate you guys. Like, share, and subscribe, and leave your comments and all that good stuff. Blessings for the viewer. What is the blessings? Maybe you've done some sort of shift. You're maybe counting your blessings. Two of Pentacles. Is this where you're struggling? You're feeling like you're maybe suffocating in two things. You don't know which way to go. Maybe in that fork in the road. When you come in that fork in that road where you're, indecisive, just know you should make a choice. Either go right or go left or go straight. Whatever you want to do, just as long as you don't just stay there, because it could leave that kind of energy of uncertainty. And if you don't take a chance at something, it's almost as if you're always stuck in that middle of that road, in the fork in the road, I should say. Two of Pentacles, please. What's the Two of Pentacles? Are you juggling two different jobs, two different people, just emotions, good and bad, like that? You have the King of Wands and the High Priestess. Is there something here that is pushing you towards choosing, maybe becoming independent? Independent, like in the sense of if you work for somebody, maybe you want to become your own boss. Let's see. Also, with the High Priestess there, it's almost as if, following your intuition, really getting some sort of messages, whether they're in the dream state, in the sense of just symbols and synchronicities and numbers. I see numbers as well. So maybe this is something that you're being sort of pulled to take some kind of action. If it's two jobs, it's like it's that feeling of moving towards that one job, maybe starting out on your own. Also, maybe it's between two different people or situations you're having to pick. What is the King of Wands? So the Queen of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So something you're holding on to, maybe it could be a thought of you getting that perfect job or moving to that perfect place, even maybe purchasing like a home or something like this. But then there's a female here with the Queen of Cups. Is this something that you're trying to attain? And the Four of Wands could be that that marriage commitment. Is this where you're going towards? Say if you're in a situation and you're having to ponder on, do I make that choice? Do I not make that choice? Do I want to take this relationship to a different level? Something like that is what it feels like. Maybe there's something that you've been holding on to, meaning the idea of coming together with this Queen of Cups, maybe taking some kind of action with the Queen of Cups. Okay, this could definitely be that sense of spirit pushing you to change, to move, make a move. Okay, um, there is a gain here. It's gaining something. Are you gaining love? Are you gaining a sense of security? What is the High Priestess? What's the High Priestess, please? So, the Empress. Wow, two very powerful cards. The High Priestess is very powerful in the sense of manifesting and someone who's very intuitive. Um, Also, the sense of, maybe a little bit of secrecy. But the Empress is also very empowering in the sense of manifesting and really getting what you want and having that abundant kind of feeling. So is this something you know about this person or this situation? It's almost like having that feeling of, yeah, that's going to be successful. This is where I'll get my victory, my success. Um, yeah, are you ending something with a situation with the Four of Cups the Four of Wands and the Queen of Cups? Because the Four of Wands could be an ending. Are you looking to end something that maybe is a marriage or something you're stuck in, but you want something else? Is that what this is? Whatever it is that you're contemplating, it was definitely a blessing. It was a blessing, maybe in disguise, maybe something that woke you up to spirituality with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. It could have been the Empress, meaning that person that just sort of did everything for you, you know? What is the Empress? What's the Empress? So worried, stressed out. Maybe you're not, maybe you're, if you're stressing out about something with someone, it's almost as if, are you stressing out because you don't think it'll go through, or a sense of not being able to pull something off? It's really indecisiveness. Do I do it? Do I go for it? Do I not? Whatever it is, it's definitely a good thing. I definitely do feel it's something that can pull you to something that is maybe happy with the Four of Wands. It's definitely a gain. It's something you've been holding on to. It's almost as if you're weighing the options as to make a move towards it or end something so that you can go towards the thing that you truly want. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Maybe whatever it is that you've gone through, you might have felt that it was a struggle. But it's turning out to be okay. Okay. Um, if this is something where you're going to leave a different job or a different, either if it's you're moving locations, whether it's job or home, it's almost as if maybe you hold yourself back and don't go towards that thing. What is the talent? What I was getting at with the talent, as I looked at talent, is almost like, are you learning like a new skill set, trying to go towards something? Yeah. What's the talent? Being creative. Okay, so it's something that it's gonna give you the sense of success and a sense of reward. It's also that sense of coming out of that conflict of, what do I do? What do I do? Where do I go? And the Ten of Pentacles. So victory in something. If you're starting a new job or a new business, you'll have victory and success. That's like almost getting a new skill set, With the talent card, maybe you're doing something more creative. Maybe you're doing something more like self-employment or something like that. But you'll be successful, definitely. It's going to get you the money that you want. Let's see, what is the Ten of Pentacles? Maybe the family. Maybe this is the family you want. It's that card of having everything, Have you had that before and you weren't satisfied, maybe? Let's see. So you got, for the Ten of Pentacles, you got the Hermit, the King of Swords, King of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Lovers, and the Ace of Swords. So clarity. You have clarity. You know which way to go. Maybe you're thinking of a creative way to approach this Empress or come to. You know, if definitely if you're picking between two people, it could be very stressful to maybe make the break from one of them. Okay, I feel like there is a choice here that needs to be made. And it's really telling you to follow that spark, that thing, that voice, that kind of intuition that's sort of guiding you. It's guiding you to truth, and that's what was so scary about the truth card. When I saw it in the very beginning, it's almost as if you're not allowing yourself to have that inner truth, you know. You might still be stuck in a grieving or regretful kind of pattern. Is this because maybe there was two different people, two different situations? You take a pick. But I see you having that success. I see you having the success, getting that wish fulfillment. This King of Swords is going to make that choice, okay? Maybe they've already made the choice. What's the Nine of Swords? I keep looking at the Nine of Swords, and why would they be worried? Ten of Wands and the Four of Cups. Maybe you left it on a sour note. You know, there was a lot of baggage going on. The sense of maybe a missed opportunity because you had too much baggage. Could be the vice versa, okay? Yeah, so there is worry there. But it's almost, you got to lay those things that you're thinking about, lay them to rest so you can move forward. Maybe you've been contemplating on this move or this change for a long time. Okay, whatever it is for you, it's almost as if you've got to complete something in order to start something new. And maybe this is your intuition, a little voice telling you. And maybe you're questioning it, okay? Whatever it is, it's something that the more you turn it off and the more you ignore it, the more it's in your face. That's because there's a choice. We started off with the Two of Pentacles, which is choosing. Choose your blessings. You got blessings here. Maybe you're keeping yourself in this Ten of Wands and this Nine of Swords energy. Creating something that's not there, maybe. Meaning fear, you know. You're creating fear where there doesn't need to be one. You have the Empress. You have the Six of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. It's definitely that wish fulfillment. You have the new beginning. I think all that takes here, all that it's going to take is voicing up with the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Perhaps this King of Swords has a lot to tell you. And they might be worried on how to tell you or you tell them. Especially if you're worried about ending a situation to go on to the next. Okay, whether that's a job, letting go of a job, and you're thinking you're not going to be successful. You know, whether also it's almost like you don't want to. If you're trying to end a relationship with the spouse, it's almost you're very worried to make that choice, but you know the truth that you have to make that choice. So what is protection? It's almost like waiting for the green light. With the protection, when I saw that, as far as what the reading's saying, there's a green light. Are you waiting for that? Okay, it's that perfect moment. It's that time. Let's see. So the Five of Swords. See, the delay. You don't know when to make the move, how to make the move. Maybe you don't feel that sense of security or protection that you should be feeling. Because I definitely do feel there is a sense of having some kind of protection here for you. And maybe you're just worried. What is the Five of Swords? Is this internal or external? What is the Five of Swords? You got to let it go. It's maybe the negative thinking that's keeping you from going towards that new thing. But the Four of Swords, is where you call that truce. You call it truce, and then you're able to take that deep breath and just sort of relax and just. I think there's a lot that you've been carrying, a lot of stuff you've been worrying about. That if you simply do just sit back and call it a truce and give it up, then you're going to be at this place where you're relaxed, you're protected, and you're able to move on. Because maybe you haven't been moving on these manifestations or these things that you're trying to get. There are new things that you're trying to get with the Four of Wands and the Empress, and the Queen of Cups. Maybe this is something that you might need to let a cycle up so that the next cycle can come in. There's a choice there. And we do see two females, as far as the Queen of Cups and the Empress, you know. Is this somebody that you're holding on to, that you're in love to, but you might be in a marriage with someone else that's, you don't feel that way? It's really telling you to follow your intuition. Yeah, very interesting. And I do feel like, because you're having this conflict about when to go forward, because you're waiting for that green light. It's almost like you could be in a place, in a burden, with the Four of Cups and the Ten of Wands together. It's almost like you could maybe miss your chance at the go, you know, at that green light. I want to know, what is the Two of Wands? What's the Two of Wands? Looking into the future. The Moon card, changes, represents changes, letting go of the fear. Maybe the fear is holding you back. This is where you're questioning the intuition. It's when the first idea comes up, it sounds good, but then the second idea comes up and you go with the second one, which is more of the ego versus the spirit. So maybe that could be the delay. Your delay is that you're feeding yourself off of fear. So something's changing though with the Moon. I definitely do feel that. Give me one for the Moon. One more. Okay, yeah, Two of Swords. It's that sense of, okay, I've made the choice and I'm at peace. This, whatever this is for you, it's like there's so much anticipation. But once you do it, it's going to bring that sense of peace where everything is balanced for you and you can take action, whatever direction that is. Whether that's moving location, whether that's starting a new job, maybe going independent, or maybe ending one career or one relationship to go into the next. There's a heavy burden, a heavy choice that needs to be made. But once you make it, it's going to be okay. There's going to be that sense of peace with the Two of Swords, making that choice, and the Eight of Wands, taking action. Maybe communication, opening up a line of communication. Maybe that's also traveling towards something. The Six of Cups. And I didn't ask anything. I was going to go on to the next card. But maybe that's the action to get you back to that happy place. Maybe that person you want to go back to. Working on some kind of stability. Somebody's grounding themselves is what I feel like. Grounding themselves to get into that place where they can achieve success and victory. Okay, what's the happiness? So that's it's like all roads lead to happiness, to security, to safety, really. And the Three of Wands, you got the Temperance and the Three of Wands for happiness. You're not waiting in vain. It's going to be your time. It's going to be your divine time. Maybe you've been seeing others get what they want and you feel almost as if your prayers are not being answered. It could be because you're putting too much, either the sense of I want it now, or the sense of a falsehood to it, like fearing it success before it even happens, or it's failure, fearing the failure before it happens. But there's not going to be a failure. It's just a feeling you're having. What is the Temperance, please? The Temperance. Maybe taking things slowly, being in moderation, being patient with yourself, with others, maybe even forgiving. So you're having a hard time walking away. You're having a hard time walking away from the thing that you need to choose to end. And so Spirit is saying, really have patience with yourself. You're going to attain everything you want once you do that emotional thing, that thing that's going to break you from whatever it is that's delaying you. It's going to set you free, really. The Three of Wands, please. Three of Wands. Getting everything you wanted. Happily ever after. Happily ever after. And we get the Three of Cups. So there's something lacking as far as you could be quite happy, but there's one thing missing. And the thing that is missing is that thing that you're not choosing to go towards, whether this is you or your person. Okay, give me one more for the Eight of Cups. You got to walk away to find that happiness. Really walk away from something that is not serving you. It's causing you worry, burden, the sense of stress, the sense of being tethered. Five of Swords too, maybe just stabbed, stabbed in the back, or betrayed, or a lot of confrontation. I see somebody who's just, they walk in the door and they're just full of, with the Five of Swords, just full of maybe a lot of aggressive words going back and forth. Maybe the sense of not even getting any kind of intimacy or respect, they say. Okay, so yeah, and that's why it's a hard thing to leave. What is the Eight of Cups? Give me one more. Eight of Cups, please. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, please. Also wondering, it's almost in the back of the head, it's like, if I choose, will it still be there? You got the Sun for the Eight of Cups. You're moving towards that happiness. Forget about all the worry and the stress. You have to choose to live for you. It is definitely what I feel. Being authentic for you, choosing the things for you. I think that the reason you don't walk away from a situation is because you're too worried about the emotions of someone else, not yours, if that makes sense, okay? But I do see you going towards the things that you want, getting your wish fulfillments, being happy, especially with the Sun, okay? So, yeah, look at the bottom of the deck is the World. So, ending cycles so that you can open up a new opportunity. Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands with the Queen of Swords. So, it's like you'll get that passion once you get everything squared away, and everything will work better for you. Meaning, squared away, making that choice between the two situations that you're being put up against. Okay? Yeah, very interesting. So, I want to know, how does this story end for today? How does the story end for today, please? Oh boy. How does the story end for today? I said oh boy because my Royce's over there sleeping funny. He's so funny. Three of Wands. So moving forward, not waiting in vain. Things are manifesting. Follow the intuition. Really get up and go. It's like that go. It's time to go. What else, please? You're not waiting in vain. Whatever your prayers are being answered. Definitely new prosperity, abundance, good luck. Like a lot of good luck coming in. New cycles. So there is things that you're trying to end so you can start your new. So follow that intuition with the talent. Feel protected and safe enough to drive yourself to happiness. The Hermit. It's a new path. Maybe a spiritual path. The Hermit can be very spiritual. And maybe this is what's so different for you. Okay, one more, please. The Queen of Wands. So, very loving, very nurturing. Maybe you're headed towards, because with the Five of Swords, I got that whoever that is, they don't have that tender kind of feeling. It's a icy, cold feeling. Wherever they walk into the existing place, it's very cold. But they're going towards something that's very warm and very, very touchy, very happy, okay? And so it's a new cycle there, definitely. So let's see here. Let's see what this is. Okay, what is the karmic cycle? What's the karmic cycle? And I want to know, tell me the karmic cycle and how it'll end. How is it going to end? Karmic cycle that they've been on. Engagement ring, partnership, commitment, eternity. This is a union. Yeah, the Four of Wands, definitely new beginnings, guys. As far as commitments. What else, please? Oops. Okay, so it says not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego, jealousy. And that's that energy It's almost like you want to leave it, you know, but almost like you're scared to leave that situation for some reason, but there's not enough appeal to keep it going. Okay, so you got the boat, and this is progression, traveling, moving on to um, just sort of no problems. It's what it feels like. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, maybe in separation. Okay, so this definitely could be a union that you've been sort of separated from. Okay, and so this definitely could be your soulmate, your twin flame, your soulmate. And then the last one that came over is the Phoenix Rising. So something isn't over yet. Somebody's going through a transformation, a growth, a change of mind. Okay, and this could have been your runner. This could have been somebody you ran from, or someone who ran from you. Okay, they had to fix themselves. Maybe they were in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. See, yeah, they were listening to ego. So this is definitely that first question you get with the talent and the blessings. That's the one you go towards. You don't go towards the second one, because the second one is it's ego. Yeah, that'll squash you down all the time. Okay, so what is the message of the mermaids? The mermaid, recognition. And so yeah, maybe you need to recognize someone, or maybe someone is recognizing you. Okay, and then dreaming. So follow that intuition and dreams, symbols and signs. Breaking free. So someone's breaking free. That's the transformation. That's what the phoenix is really, breaking free from something. And friendship. So yeah, maybe this is your best friend. Maybe your best friend, lover, you know. Let's see. What is the angel message for today? What's the angel message? So you have Athena. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in the loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. So loving yourself, you have to love yourself in order to be able to love someone else. And that's really sort of one of the hardest things to do, is to fully love yourself. I want to know, what's the universe message for this reading. Okay, so the little hummingbird. The more energy and invention I bring to my faith, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. And that's why you see freedom there. And so if you see hummingbirds, they're a really good lucky sign. They're also a sign of ancestors. They're a sign of peace and love and harmony. So maybe you're seeing those kind of things pop out at you. And then this one right here, it says, and this is the mosquito. Dragonfly, sorry. It's a dragonfly. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. And the dragonfly is amazing because they can sit still, they can hover for quite some time, they can fly upside down, they can fly backwards and straight, and they can just go in any direction they want. And so you're being pulled to go towards that direction, whatever direction it is. Even, like I said, if you come to the fork in the road, make a choice. Whatever it is, it's the divine choice. It's your purpose. But being stuck is not your purpose. You see, it's better to make the left or the right turn. And if you go down the dead end, you can always turn back around, guys. That's yeah. So let's see. What is the chakra message? This chakra message. Okay, so it says soul lesson, presence. So this is your crown chakra. It's telling you to live in the moment. Don't worry about the past. Worry about the now. Think about the now. And really, like, stop and smell the flowers kind of energy, you know. Okay, so let's see. What is the affirmation for today? What's the affirmation for today, please, with this reading? What's the affirmation? Okay, so you have this one here. And it says, my mind is crystal clear and intuitive. I express myself truthfully. I am connected to the divine energy. I am the illumination in the dark for the world. And hallelujah, because yeah, guys, the more we wake up and illuminate ourselves, we illuminate others and in the world, really. And that's what's happening in this mass shift in the world. I'm sure you all feel it, okay? So I'm going to end with the insight today. What is the insight for today, please? The insight for today. What's the insight for today, please? Okay, this one. Support is available. You can access support right now. You have the team of guides just waiting to help you create all you desire. Call them and let them help you fulfill your dreams. And those are your angels, guys. Those are your spirit guides. There are your angels. Somewhere in there, I might maybe with the hummingbird, your ancestors sort of guiding you, and maybe your spirit guides as well. All right, so there you go. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and just your likes and your shares and everything you do. And I'll keep praying for all of us, and just have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll let you see my dog right now because he's just so funny. You have to see. This is hard to pay attention when I have to look at this. Roycey,